Albert Square is no stranger to chaos, but every now and then, something happens that no one sees coming. Not a betrayal, not a revenge plot, not even a shocking secret, but something far more unpredictable. A connection. The kind that creeps in slowly, quietly, until one moment changes everything. And right now, that moment belongs to Linda Carter and Grant Mitchell. Now, let's be honest. If someone told you a few weeks ago that these two would end up crossing the line, you probably wouldn't have believed it. Because at first, it didn't look like that kind of story. It looked simple. Two people, dealing with their own struggles, finding comfort in each other. Linda, trying to hold herself together after everything she's been through. Grant, walking back into the square carrying years of baggage, regret and unfinished business. They connected over something real, something emotional. Phil, supporting him, being there in a time when everything felt uncertain. And in those moments, something started to form. Not romance. Not yet. Just understanding. But sometimes, that's where it all begins. More personal. But everything truly changed when Johnny's situation spiraled out of control. Because what started as a misguided attempt by Linda to help her son turned into something far darker than anyone expected. She brought Tim Walton into Johnny's life. And that decision, it changed everything. Tim wasn't just manipulative, he was dangerous. He pushed Johnny into a corner. Blackmail, pressure, emotional trauma. A situation that no one should ever have to face. And even though Johnny managed to come out of it with something, a stake in Carter and Carter, emotionally, the damage was already done. Because you don't just walk away from something like that. Not without scars. Now Johnny is left trying to hold everything together. His business is struggling, his confidence is shaken, and deep down, he's still dealing with everything that happened. And right in the middle of all this is Linda, a mother who knows she made a mistake, a big one.
And no matter how much she wants to fix it, she doesn't know how. That's where Grant steps in, because Grant Mitchell knows what regret looks like. He's lived it, he's felt it, and most importantly, he knows what happens when you don't act in time. So he pushes Linda. He tells her the truth, the kind of truth that's hard to hear, that if she keeps her distance from Johnny, she might lose him forever. And this isn't just advice. This is personal, because Grant has his own story, his own guilt.
Especially when it comes to his mother, Peggy. All the things he wishes he could say. All the moments he wishes he could go back and change. But he can't. And that's the hardest part. So when he looks at Linda and Johnny, he doesn't just see their situation. He sees a second chance. A chance to fix something before it's too late. But Linda isn't ready to hear it. Not at first. Because when you're already drowning in guilt, the last thing you want is someone pointing it out. She pushes back. She gets frustrated, even angry. Because facing the truth means facing her mistake, and that's not easy. But Grant doesn't back down. Instead, he does something unexpected. He goes to Johnny. And this moment, it changes everything. Because instead of judging him, instead of telling him what to do, Grant opens up. He shares his story, his regrets, his mistakes. And for the first time, Johnny listens. Because there's something powerful about hearing the truth from someone who's lived it, someone who understands, someone who isn't trying to control you, but help you. And slowly, something shifts. Johnny starts to see things differently. Not completely, not perfectly, but enough.
They kiss. Not a quick, accidental kiss, but something real, something intense, something that feels like it's been waiting to happen. And before they can even stop to think, before they can question it, they cross the line completely, heading straight to the bedroom. And just like that, everything changes. Because this isn't just a small moment. This isn't something you can ignore. This is the kind of decision that has consequences, big ones. Because now the question isn't just what happened. The real question is, what happens next? Is this the beginning of something real? A genuine relationship between two people who understand each other better than anyone else? Or is it something else? Something impulsive, emotional, a reaction to everything they've been going through? Because let's not forget, Linda's life is complicated, very complicated. And there's still Max Branning and his new relationship with Cindy. Could this be Linda's way of coping, of moving on, of proving to herself that she doesn't care anymore? Or is this something deeper, something real? And what about Grant? Because if there's one thing we know about Grant Mitchell, it's that nothing with him is ever simple. Is he ready for something serious? Or is this just another chapter in a long line of complicated relationships? And what happens when the Square finds out? Because let's be real, secrets don't stay hidden in Albert Square.
Not for long. And when this comes out, it's going to cause chaos, drama, fallout that could affect everyone around them. Which is exactly why this storyline is so exciting. Because right now, it could go anywhere. A powerful new couple, or a complete disaster waiting to happen. And honestly, that's what makes EastEnders so addictive. So now I've got to ask you, do you think Linda and Grant actually work as a couple? Or is this just another mistake that's going to blow up in their faces? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're loving these EastEnders breakdowns, spoilers and deep dives, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because trust me, this story is just getting started, and you don't want to miss what happens next.